Hey guys. Hey. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Hey guys. Sorry about that. I've been having all kinds of weird glitches this morning. Hold on. I'm almost done closing out the other live. Um, I've had lots of issues. So crazy. Hi Latasha. Hi. Yeah, this has like been a thing. I've been having these issues on and off for probably like when did it start? When I did the full moon Sag on Patreon when I did the live there, all kinds of issues started. You're doing a Gemini reading? Yeah, it's for Gemini birthday. Actually, let me try to close this out on this end. Hold on a second. This has been very frustrating. So, which one am I in? I'm in Gemini. Yeah, I'm in Gemini birthday. So, wait. Okay, get shareable link. That's what I want to do. It's like so confusing. Hey guys, hey. It's not you? What do you mean it's not you? It's me. It's me. I'm here. Nice to see you live again. Yes, 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 yes. I enjoy doing the birthday readings live. I didn't used to, but it's been kind of fun. Hi again. I'm not a Gemini, but here to support. Hi, Elmira. Hey, welcome back. 303? 303? Sorry, there was something else I wanted to do. Oh, okay. I remember. I remember. I remember. All these things. Okay. All right. I don't have any Gemini, but Gemini rules my fourth house. Oh, cool. Shareable link. Thank you. That's what it was. So confusing. Okay. What if I want to do? All right. Just give me a minute, guys. I'm almost settled. Let me just finish this. Community. They did a post about this, so I got to change the link on there. Okay. Post. This is up. That's up. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to close that. All right. We're cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. My Jupiter's in Gemini. My B-Day was June 2nd. Yeah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Geminis. I'm a Mars Gemini. I am a Mars Gemini. My natal Mars is also retrograde. Oh, we got some birds coming. 2 birds specifically. Synchronistic. I'm also a Cancer rising, but I'm like 1 degree Cancer, so I still have like a lot of Gemini energy going on in my first house. And in Vedic, I'm a Gemini. Let's see, Gemini Sun, Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, and Lilith. We got some Gemini stelliums. Um, I love Geminis. I really do. I've had some really amazing Geminis in my life, and they just kind of seem to like gravitate towards me. They're fun. I love their brains. I love how quickly they can like just turn on a dime. Like I actually really love that part of them. Um, yeah, I love me some good Gemini energy. Here for your first live. Hi, JBB. My coworker and I bonded over you the other day. Oh my god, that's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's cool. I heard a thing for us Geminis when the light twins learn to love the dark. Oh, when the light twin learns to love the dark twin, then you'll find the gem in I. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, that belongs on a t-shirt. That needs to go on a t-shirt. That's a really good saying right there. What's your moon sign? Capricorn. I am I'm a Sun Scorp, Cat Moon, Cancer rising, Libra Venus, Mars Gemini, Jupiter Leo, Neptune Uranus Capricorn, Mercury Scorpio, Pluto Scorpio. So I'm a Cap Scorpio stellium. Um, mm, oh man, this is not good. I got that air energy going on too with the Libra and the Gemini. I'm trying to make my own gold milk lattes that are approved for a special diet that I'm doing, and it's not good. I don't like it. All right, so let's not delay this too long. Let's go and get started on the first reading. We gravitate to you. That's because there are 2 of us. You cannot run us. Well, and it's funny too because, um, I've studied my chart pretty heavily. I've studied my chart very heavily. I've also looked into gene keys and human design, but even before looking into gene keys and human design, I kind of knew that um, I work a lot with the shadow. I work a lot with the dark. And something that actually has been made aware to me the last couple of days, I've had a lot of spiritual interference, kind of like sitting me down and like forcing me to kind of take in information the last couple of days. And one of them in particular um, is about how I work with water. Water in all of its energy, shapes, and forms, kind of like a water priestess, you could even say, if you want to like put labels on it. Working with water in the physical, but also the emotional, and waters also leads us to the darker parts of ourselves. The water actually permeates that parts of ourselves, the psychic part of ourselves, the subconscious part of ourselves, our inner voids, very like Piscean energy, right? So I work a lot with the shadow. I work a lot with the dark. My North Node is even in my eighth house. And my 10th house is Pisces, and I'm also a double water sign. Like, I work with water, I work with the dark. It's just who I am. Not to mention the Scorp stellium stuff kind of going on too. But yeah, so being able to work with the dark so much, I think that's also why I kind of gravitate with Geminis. I also have Scorpio, and Scorpio Gemini have a karmic thing, sort of a connection, kind of like uh Saggies and Tauruses. They kind of have that too. Um, who else has that? Let me think about that. Who else has that? I feel like Leos and Capricorns would have that too. Yeah, I feel like Leos and Capricorns would have that too. Anyway, I could jabble on and on. Jai, hi, everybody say hi to Jai from excuse me, Channel for Grace. Hello, thanks for coming out. Most of my chart is water. Love your hair. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Wash day coming up. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited to wash my hair soon. So some of you guys know, well, actually some of you guys might not know. I actually am getting into making all of my own like shampoo, conditioner, that sort of stuff. So I all my stuff finally came in today. So I'm so excited to like make it and experiment and like see how it goes for me. I'm so sick and tired of trying to like buy products that just like are terrible for my hair and terrible for my scalp and terrible for my body. I just feel a huge call to do it. So I'm doing it and experimenting. So I'll let you know how that goes. Let you know how my hair journey goes. But let's go ahead and get started because I could just yammer on and on and on. Mm. Just as I was about to say, I'm ready. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. Okay. All right, Geminis. The very first thing I'm getting, they're showing me a night sky. I'm really, really drawn to the stars. Some of you guys, this might be more galactic star seed sort of energy coming in here. It feels very reflective. It feels very meditative. Yeah, it feels very reflective, very meditative. Some of you guys might be getting some downloads here, but this feels like you're also kind of taking space. Yeah, some of you need to take a little space. Some of you really need the quiet. Geminis. Okay, some of you guys really need to be in quiet, alone time. It's not just grounding, but I feel just like there's been a lot of chaos, there's been a lot of stuff going on, there's been a lot of energy, and you really, really need that space. Um, yeah, I feel like there's actually like I actually feel like your intuition's been telling you stuff, your guide's been telling you stuff, but you haven't been able to hear it because there's just been too much noise. There's been too much chaos kind of going around. You know, it's funny. We were just talking about this a little bit on Patreon. How there's so much chaos around, but you know, for me and my patrons, we're talking about how we feel like we're really bubbled from it. Like we're really just kind of observing it. And I think that's definitely there for you, Geminis, but this is way more about like you need a little bit of energetic recovery. You need a little bit of like of space and a little bit of energetic protection for you to kind of recalibrate and get your mind a little bit clear again. It is just kind of coming back to center, coming back to you. Um, yeah. I'm seeing if anything else wants to come up before I pull cards. Also, my speech has been like this for like the last like week and a half. I can't say one sentence without stuttering. Just rolling with it, just observing it. Yeah, let's go with Dreams of Gaia. Ooh. We had a sneak card come in here. Interesting. So this kind of got pulled along with it on accident. Life purpose. Might be a play for some of you guys. Your sacred missions. Let's see. Oh, hey, Brooke. Everybody say hi to Brooke. Felt too agitated and too much comparison. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you know, let me tilt this down a little bit so you guys can actually see it a bit better. Okay. Any messages or insights for my Geminis? I know Geminis, you probably wouldn't do well with this, but I actually feel like you need a slow day. Like, not like a day, not necessarily a day off, but like a day where you move slow. I just got this like slow motion kind of a vibe. It's going to help you to appreciate the present more. It's going to help you to kind of stop literally and like smell the roses a little bit more. It's like, I just like you need a little bit more of that calm, a little bit more of the slowdown kind of going on for you right now. Yeah, I feel like it's really about bringing you back to presence. They keep drawing my attention to like a night sky though. They keep drawing my attention to that and stars specifically. Any messages or insights? I feel like that's really more about communing with spirit and allowing downloads and information to come through. I really feel like that's really what that's about. Any messages or insights for my Geminis? They're actually showing me the Seven of Earth in this deck. I don't know if it's going to come out, but that's what they're showing. That's what they're showing to me. The Seven of Earth in this deck. First of all, I love the art in this deck. The art is so detailed and just so beautiful for all these cards. But the Seven of Earth, it's like a tree man. It's a tree man, and he's meditating, and he's just like one with himself and one with nature. It's a very Zen card, and it is about being really grounded, being connected to your body, and having that level of presence. Ooh, so we've got the Nine of Earth. Nine of Earth is it's kind of in this deck, it's more of a self-care sort of an energy. Yeah, you need to take Geminis, just take things slow. Take things slow. Let yourself have like moments of just total silence, which might be a little hard for my Geminis, but let yourself have moments of just total silence if you can. Let yourself have moments of gratitude. You just need to take some time to just practice a little bit more gratitude to bring you back to self, bring you back to presence again. And there's nothing wrong with that. Definitely taking care of the self is a good priority right now. I'm definitely being drawn to the vessel. By taking care of the vessel first and foremost, like make sure that you are getting some sort of physical activity, make sure you're getting a lot of sleep. They're really emphasizing sleep, actually. They're really emphasizing sleep, making sure you're really being hydrated. Hydration's a big one. I'm actually getting a little nauseous. Some of you might be struggling with nausea. Some might be struggling with nausea. There might be something in your diet, or again, you might just be dealing with so much chaos and energy, and like you're not really able to sit still right now, that your body's trying to tell you, hey, something's not right. So pay attention to that if you're feeling kind of nauseous. But yeah, I'm just feeling a need to kind of slow down, get grounded, get centered, get clear, come back to self. Energy. That's what I'm getting here. And again, really practicing gratitude. Especially if any of you are really stressed out, like gratitude is just going to help you get more into that like optimistic, joyful kind of a state. Any other messages or insights from my Geminis? I can feel it. There's information trying to come through for you. I can really feel that really strong, but it's almost like they keep sending it. It's almost like shoving energy down a channel, and then it's just like you're here and you're there. Like you're not like super like you're not present enough to actually catch it as it's like coming down the chute, you know? It's a really weird way to explain that. Um, ooh, ooh, Geminis, we've got King of Earth here. Yeah, a lot of you are really focused on responsibilities. A lot of you are really focused on your physical reality right now, which again is not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing, but I just keep getting responsibilities with the King of Earth, like being trying to be um, really on top of everything, trying to make sure that, and even if like you're managing people, you might have this feeling of like, I need to take care of other people. I need to make sure this is in play. I need to make sure this is organized. I need to make sure that deadline is met. Need to get this done by this time. Like it's very organizational. It's almost very Virgo of you, to be honest. It's almost very Virgo of you, but in a very like I'm taking charge kind of a way. But please make sure you are taking time for yourself, and please make sure you give yourself those quiet moments. This upcoming week, really important to still have that. This upcoming week, guys, just so you know, we have a lot of sexual energy going on. Like a lot. We got a lot of like a lot of Venus influence this upcoming week, which is going to be very fun and it's going to be great. But we still have Pisces at play, and also Vesta's creating a square. Honestly forget which with planet, but oh, I think it's actually Venus. That doesn't feel right. It's creating a square. Um, so there's still going to be this need to take your quiet moments in time and not lose yourself in everything that's going to be happening around you. Um, while still maintaining your responsibilities. So I'm really feeling the balance of these two here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying to stop your responsibilities. I'm not saying to stop your obligations. Just take your time. Take your time. Any other messages or insights? Ooh. Ooh. Two of Fire in reverse. This Two of Fire speaks of partnerships and relationships here that might start to have some friction, might not necessarily be on the same page. It also speaks of the balance of oneself. You notice they are the twins. They are literally the twins, Gemini. So again, make sure you are watching your own balance and how you're relating with yourself and taking care of yourself. But I do feel some growing tension here that might be happening between you and other people. But I think that's only going to happen as you're more thrown off, right? As you are not taking the time for yourself. So again, be mindful. Yeah, how are you using your fire? How are you using your fire? How are you using your own vitality? How are you using your physical energy? That just came in really strong. Yeah, try to be aware of how you're using it. Are you using it efficiently? Are you using it sparingly? Are you kind of throwing it at one thing and not focusing on all aspects of your life? Are you also maybe recklessly throwing your fire at somebody and burning them? Right? So watch your fire. Watch your fire. The more balanced you are, the easier everything's going to be with people around you. Okay? But I do feel it. I feel tension. I do feel tension there. Ooh. Any other messages or insights? Perception. Perception in reverse. When perception card comes out in reverse, it is literally there's something that you're not seeing. There's something you're not really seeing clearly. There's something that you're not receiving clearly as far as your own sense of knowledge or information. And like I said, I can feel it. Like I can feel your higher self, your intuition, your guides are telling you stuff, but it's like you're not taking all of it in. It's like you aren't sitting still enough and present enough and clear enough to actually receive all of it. So some things are getting lost in translation or not received at all. But again, if you take your time, you'll get it. Any other messages or insights from your Geminis? Ooh, we got the Scribe. Talk about very Gemini too, right? The Scribe is the speaker of truth. speaker of truth, recorder of truth. I guess I don't think that's a word. Um, keeps the truth, speaks the truth, keeps the truth. I feel like this is like also truth getting lost in translation between people. I'm also really feeling that too. It's like I just feel this energy of not being heard, but again, I feel like it's more like you are given truth. You are being given truth from your non-physical spirit team and spirit and energies around you, and you're having a really hard time actually receiving it. But again, if you take time to take care of yourself and just sit down to listen, you'll get it. But I do feel like it's being reflected out into your relationships as well. The longer this goes on, where you're not allowing yourself to receive what you need to receive from spirit, the more within your own relationships, you're not going to be heard, or you're not going to hear other people. Okay. Um, so yeah, be mindful. Be mindful of that. Just seeing what else wants to come out here. I gotta be honest, Gemini. Some of you are dealing with someone, and it could even be many people, because this is a general reading, who's telling you a very real truth about something about yourself or something that's going on in a circumstance that they have a shared circumstance with you, and you're not hearing it. Like, you're really shoving it off. You're really shoving it away, and you're not allowing yourself to even kind of entertain it, which it's your own choice, it's your own free will. But I really suggest like just letting yourself be a little bit more open-minded and just hear them out. You don't have to take on their truth, but I think listening is kind of important and could actually lead you to embracing a truth that could lead you to something even better. um, or to a greater understanding about yourself even. But I can definitely feel that for some of you, someone is giving you like a very big truth and you don't want to hear it. And I feel like they're showing you something about you. And maybe you're not ready for it. And that's totally fine too. Maybe you're not ready for it. That's fine. And it could even be vice versa, where you're doing this for someone else and they're not ready for it. But something to consider. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do a second spread. I'm going to leave those right there. Oh, look at the comments for a hot minute before we jump in. Let's see. Keeping my fire to myself. My mind is playing tricks on me. We got some trickster energy. So I don't know if I said this at all on YouTube, but for the full moon live that I did for full moon Sag, like we had some crazy trickster energy come up, and it's like, oh man, okay, I got it. All right, so definitely for these couple weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are experiencing that in your reality. Where you're actually encountering more tricksters, or you're actually seeing some tricksters in your life kind of unveiled to you. You might even get into your own trickster energy and like turn things on their head. But yeah, I think there's definitely some trickster energy at play. Sometimes the truth hurts, yes, because actions speak louder than words. Very true. Thank you. I'm super quiet. Love you. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Relax your mind. Take your time on me. I don't know. Pretty Rick popped in my head. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I do suggest you guys have fun this upcoming week though, because Geminis, you guys know how to have fun. You guys know how to have a good time, and it is also a week to have fun, even if there are things you have to take care of. So make sure you really capitalize on that, because there's some really cool opportunities to be had this upcoming week. So let yourself go a little bit. Let yourself indulge a little bit this upcoming week. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a second spread. I'm really drawn to the animals, so we're just gonna go right for the animals here. Any messages for my Geminis, for a different group of Geminis, or anything else they need to know or be aware of? Getting strong female energy. I feel like this is actually relating more to the upcoming week now that I'm like getting into it. Um, I'm getting pride. I'm getting like female pride, like really feeling yourself, like really confident. Like that's kind of energy I'm feeling here. Like a queen who's like strutting, like is kind of the best way I could describe this energy I'm suddenly feeling. So I think this is pertaining more to this upcoming week, but we'll see. We'll see how this energy evolves. Any messages or insights from my Geminis? Any messages or insights from my Geminis? They keep showing me the deer. We'll see if that comes out. Oh. You are feeling yourself, Gemini. Tiger, very feminine, very, very feminine energy, especially in this deck. This tiger can also speak of like being aware or having a spiritual awakening, having that kind of like high priestess vibe, but it's very Queen of Wands to me. Very, very Queen of Wands. It's like really unleashing a power, a sense of power that has just kind of been sitting there, that's been kind of sitting in the dark, and letting it kind of be unveiled and unleashed. It's very sacral. Very, very sacral energy right there. So you're feeling yourself. Cool. Enjoy that. Hold on. I'm just going to put this really low. Even if you guys can't see my face for a little bit, I think that's fine. Okay. Tiger. Ooh, any other messages or insights from my Geminis? Oh, this tiger is a queen who struts. That's for sure. That's for sure. Very flirty energy there. Ooh. With gazelle. So Geminis, this is definitely an energy that is coming out to play. It definitely feels like it's popping out. It feels like it's something that you kind of, it's either been a little dormant or you've been just busy, like too busy to kind of indulge in that. Maybe even learning to be more vulnerable and also more confident to be able to express yourself in this way. Gazelle feels like an anticipation. Is this another energy? You've been holding this energy back. Hold on a second. There's so much coming in here all of a sudden. This energy has been held back, and I feel like it's because there's been some sort of fear. There's been some sort of hesitation here. And this feels a little bit like a wall. Like you've kind of been holding on to your fire. You've been holding on to your creative energy. You've been holding yourself back. But I think that time of holding yourself back is going to be gone. It's going to be time for the tiger to come out. Some of you are learning to tame your fire, master your fire. This is like very much tying into the energies of this upcoming week. So when the weekly messages post tomorrow, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm definitely getting that group of you where you've been holding this part of you back and it's coming out to play. Finally. But it's coming out because you're letting go of a fear. You're letting go of a fear. Some of you, that's about a change. What is this change? Some of you are actually very aware of yourself and you kind of recognize there's been something building within you, but that's because something's been changing within you too. As you've been having this internal shift, this power, this untapped energy of yourself, untapped, it really feels like creative, feminine energy, sexual energy, is shifting to be released because something within you is, I'm getting dying. An old part of you is dying. Old part of you has been dying and you've been aware of this process. And so part of you's had a little bit of anxiety. I can feel that over this death process. But also part of you is really excited over this shift that you've been experiencing. Wow, Geminis. Wow. Okay. Anything else? I am getting, though, that be mindful. There might be some, oh my God, you know what I just noticed? I just noticed the colors. The orange with the white and black on top, the orange in the background with the white and black on top, the polarizing, right? The left, the right, like you can even say masculine, feminine if you want to, but like the complementary energies that are going on here for you as you are going through this shift is crazy. So big shift for my Geminis who are resonating with this. But also some of you, this might be happening between you and another person where someone can see you're shifting and it makes them nervous. They're observing the change. They're observing the change, and they're kind of just waiting for Gemini to pounce and be full-blown tiger. I just feel anxiety attached to this gazelle. But let's continue. Any other messages or insights for my Geminis? Oh my God. The orange. Wow. Oh. First of all, can you get a look at these cards? Look at that. Okay. That is insane. That is insane. Like I said, big shift of energy happening, and when when the shift is complete, when the internal change is complete, when you've let go of the old, when you've let that part of you die, whatever that part of you is, and like I don't know why I'm feeling such a need to say die. It is a death. It's funny, we were talking this on Patreon earlier too. There's something very charged about that word that I feel like you need to hear. Thank you. That you need to acknowledge. Acknowledge that you are dying, Gemini. And death doesn't always have to be sad. It doesn't always have to be dense. It can be explosive. It can be explosive like this. So whatever's dying, let it die. Okay, so because you're gonna have a crazy burst of energy coming out of you that's super feminine, super confident, very sexually charged. And sexual is not always about romantic sex. Sexual energy is about creating life. That's what sexual energy is. It is life itself. Cheetah is a fast energy. It is taking off. It is a big, big taking off energy. But I also feel like this death that's happening is also surrounding this. The hyena with the stingray. Stingray is about building spiritual strength. You see how the chakra system's all lit up? It's about reaching a new level of inner strength within yourself. Spiritual strength, as I said. Hyena can be about illusions. It's about masks that we wear. This is the part of you that's dying. It's something that is not really, it's not true to you anymore. It doesn't resonate with you anymore. And you're literally dropping it and getting stronger in the midst of this change. Wow. And for those of you where you're dealing with people and they're sensing the shift, they're seeing the shift, and they're getting scared, they're getting anxious, you're going to just drop them. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. You're going to see the lack of resonance between you and them, and you're going to flee like a cheetah, tigress, tiger. Like, you're just going to flee, and you're just going to do your thing. Wow. All right. It's a powerful reading. Any other messages or insights from my Geminis? Bottom is oyster. Again, this untapped power, you're breaking out of it. It's breaking out of the shell. It's breaking out of the walls. It's breaking out. It's funny because I almost am looking at this like a galactic egg. I don't know why I feel the need to say that. Like, I'm actually seeing the galaxy behind this shell, and it almost just looks like an alien egg to me for some reason. That's just how intuitively I'm kind of seeing this right now. There's a very cool, like, divine, cosmic, sexy part of you that is about to jump out. Like, it's very cool. I'm sorry. I'm all smiles right now. I know you can't see it, but I'm sure you could hear my smiles right now. I'm just so excited for you. Even underneath that, we have peacock. Wow. With starfish. Both of these are about being seen. Both of these are about being seen. Especially peacock is such a captivating energy for people, as is starfish. I kind of look at starfish as like a Cancerian energy, and I kind of look at peacock as kind of Gemini and Aquarian sort of an energy, and all of those energies are seen in their own kind of captivating, eccentric kind of a way here. So Geminis, wow, quite the death process here that's happening, but you're going to be free on another level. You're definitely going to be free on another level. But while you're in this process, you might be kind of isolated. You might be taking some time while you're finishing this transition, okay? Wow. All right, so let me lift this up so that I can look at the comments a little bit and connect back with you guys. Intense reading. Yeah, very intense, right, Brooke? Very, very freaking intense. Forgot this was live. Oh, yeah, hi. um, let's see. I pulled the oyster today. Cosmic oyster egg. Yeah, that's literally how I'm feeling it for you. Look at that. Doesn't it kind of scream alien egg? To me, it kind of screams alien egg with like the spikes around it and everything. Let's see. This was so beautiful. It's my first time watching you, but I'm definitely going to be watching more. Oh, good. Thank you. We love more people to come and hang out. Live Gemini, just woke up to you. Nice. Good morning. Good morning. That's what I meant by quiet isolation. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Let's see. I don't love the hyena in that position for some reason. Yeah, it's it's being moved away from though. It's being moved away from. It's being let go. It's being dropped. And that's the thing. When we have internal shifts like this, they usually reflect out in our relationships. That's why I think that's why I always feel that happening both ways. While you're having this own shift with yourself and you're letting something go that's dead, a part of you that's dying, as you're doing that, anything that's going on in your physical reality, your external reality, like relationships that no longer resonate for you because you're going through a death process, will also go through the same death process, the same exact process. That's just how energy works. It's just how energy works. I feel like the tiger always shows up when it's sacral time. It's uber sacral, right? It's like it's uber sacral. Hold on, where is it? Look at that. That just screams sacral. I mean, even look at the eyes. Even there's something with the eyes that feels very sacral to me. Kind of like alluring, I guess. I can really feel this shift. My reading made my spirits anxious, excited to see what's coming. Been feeling it for a while, but I feel like a long process. Yes, absolutely. And actually, this might be a little bit too much of a tangent, but we were talking about this on Patreon. We're talking about death and kind of this like these different ways of that people are interpreting the current energies at play, right? I've been kind of looking at all of the density we moved through the last like month and a half or so, all that karmic energy. Some of us more so than others because we're all in kind of different paths and we all are here for different reasons and different things, right? We're all different. But some of us have been experiencing like deep soul cries, right? Some of us have been experiencing a lot of depression, a lot of doubt and anxiety. And I do feel like that's really collective because we are constantly moving. How do I say this? We are in a big transition right now, collectively. And we are heading towards the new, and we are clearing out a lot of old shit and a lot of old programming, a lot of old selves. And that's a big process. That's a painful process. That's an intense process. And it takes a lot of energy. And once we're through it, we're going to be lighter. We're going to be clearer. I know I personally have been feeling that like every single wave I get hit with of this deep soul cry that's mine and also collective, I can feel that I'm a different person. I can feel the shift. I can feel the lightness of it. I can feel more love. I can feel more of like these higher dimensional states of being. Like I can feel all of that. But there are some people that interpret it so much differently, which everybody's entitled to their truth, right? I'm not going to be the person that says like, don't believe what you believe. Like, believe whatever you want to believe. It's part of the game. That's literally part of the game, that we're all here and we're all believing whatever we believe, and we're getting through the game in our own way because it's the way we play the game, right? So I'm not going to tell you what to believe, but this interpretation that all of this is like is preparing us for more death or more loss. Like I don't ascribe to that. Personally, that's not how I feel. That's not what I'm seeing. And I think it's just a difference in interpreting timelines, perceiving timelines even, that we're all existing in, because we're all existing together, and we're all connected to each other. But I can feel it. Like some of us are really working different timelines. Some of us are in the same space, but in a totally different dimension. And when that happens, it's like there's there's a super lack of resonance, right? Or there's like total repulsion or weird glitches that start to happen when you start to share a physical space with somebody who's in a completely different frequency than you, a completely different dimension than you, and possibly just rubbing up against your timeline for a second, and you can feel that massive resistance, like those energies are completely pulling away from each other. um, so it's interesting to observe. So that's a roundabout way of saying I've been observing the perceptional differences of the energies we're moving through. That's the best paraphrase way to explain what I was trying to explain. Um, so currently, I feel like we're just moving into a higher timeline. We're moving into being able to hold more light. We're moving into being able to just be more at peace and hold more joy and to implement things in our physical reality that will facilitate maintaining that state. Like that's how I feel. But everyone's entitled to feel how they feel, you know? Your energy and messages are very comforting. Oh, thank you, Brooke. I needed to hear that. Thank you. Thank you. Uh that was real shit right there, Alice. Wait, what? Oh, death too is sacral. There's no creation or new without shedding the old. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And death facilitates new. Death leaves the gift of something new. That's what death is, right? I get it now. Okay. I was like, I know I can get carried away on my tangents and my rants and my waxing philosophical sometimes, and sometimes I can get lost in translation. I would love more joy. It's heavy. You're soothing. Oh, thank you. Um, do you notice yourself moving into a different timeline, but noticing people trying to keep you with you and feeling like they're in the same one when it doesn't feel that way? Trying to be aware of ego. Oh no, that happens. Like that's the thing. Like that's something else that's been happening too for a while, where people are falling away, and some of them are trying to hold on to you, but also the people that try to hold on to you, like there's a part of you that's also still kind of allowing that exchange to happen, right? Part of you can still is still open to it, which again, part of the journey. It's like it's just how we're all on our existing in our own way and our own parts of our journeys, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm not going to judge somebody who has a hard time like not having their family in their life. That's a hard choice to make. That's a hard path to walk. And some of us all have to walk it at some point in time. And sometimes it's necessary, but it's also hard to do. Right. Or I'm not going to judge somebody for like, having a hard time getting out of a relationship because we've all been there. All right. We all know what that feels like. And it's hard as shit sometimes. And again, we all learn our shit in different ways. Sometimes we got to repeat these lessons many times over. And things really don't change until we're really ready. I mean, that's just the truth of it. Our lives don't change until we're really, truly ready for them to change. And sometimes that does mean reliving the same shit. Sometimes it does mean um, regressing, which is like not even a bad thing. It just is what it is. Or being stuck for a while because we're just not ready. And that's okay. That's okay. My nose have very aware senses, haven't lost it. Okay. Yeah, I've been feeling like that Spider-Man meme with the knives at each other. I don't even know that one. I don't really know memes, to be honest with you. Um and maybe it's just my generation. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people in my generation who are like memes, but I don't know. I never really got into memes. I mean, I get them. I understand them. Um, but I don't interact with memes very often. Love your perspective on things. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not gonna do another spread. I'm tempted to do a third one. Let me sit with that for a second. No, I got a hard no on that. Okay, hard no. Um, okay. So those are your two birthday spreads. Overrated memes. Oh, yeah, I don't know. So people get joy from them. So if people are getting joy from them, I left an abusive relationship and went back for 10 months and I needed it to heal. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's just what we need. I can feel like uh while they're healing me, it's getting blurry. Yeah, I mean, again, that's the other thing too. Sometimes we need those, how do I say it? Those returns, right? Sometimes we need those returns to really kind of finite a separation, or there's still something to learn. Like there was one person that came in out of my life for a few times, and every time was a little different, but every time was deeper. Every time there was a deeper understanding. And it actually started off like, I wouldn't say superficial, but we weren't as evolved as we eventually became, right? We eventually just moved into deeper versions of ourselves. I wouldn't even say we changed a lot. It's more like over the course of many times of dealing with each other, we shed a lot of things by dealing with each other, and we just became just more like potent versions of ourselves, not so diluted with the crap, right? um and no matter the things we did to each other, they didn't really matter. Like by the end of it, they didn't really matter because we just kind of knew on a very deep spiritual level, like, I love you and you love me. I love the person you are, you love the person I am. And we understood that we existed in each other's space for a while for a reason, and we're still friends and we still talk every once in a while. And there's still that really great beautiful connection there, and we can just appreciate the experience for what it was, without holding on to the crap. So sometimes it takes a few rounds. Someone's a few fires short of a hot meal. Okay, those people are the best kind. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing when you can do that, right? And it takes two. It's like, sometimes one of us can be there and the other person might not be there. And it's like, it's kind of sad when that happens, but they're not ready, right? They're not ready. Maybe there's some things that they're still needing to work out and figure out, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Um, Maybe true love doesn't ask you to change, just to embody. Right, exactly. 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 Um, all right, guys. So I'm gonna hop off because this video can get very long. But I hope you guys really enjoyed the readings, and happy birthday again to my Geminis. And I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Anybody celebrating Father's Day today? Happy Father's Day to the fathers out there. Um, we had a whole conversation about men too on Patreon. We talk a lot on Patreon. We talk a lot about a lot of things. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna go. All right, so take care and have a good day. And thanks again for coming out and showing your support and hanging out with us today. Okay, bye guys. See ya.